this window will pop up, and once it loads, it'll just be a page that shows you all the divorce papers that are included in this free zip file that we offer. Or if you want to have these divorce papers filled in for you, we work with a professional service company. You just click on this link, and they charge $2.99, but they guarantee that your divorce papers will be filled in correctly. Step 2. The person that has decided to file for divorce must fill out the following forms. Sign in front of a Notary Public. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's just a public notary. There's one at every branch bank. And what they are, they're licensed by the state to witness the signing of legal forms, such as this. And you'll need to submit these papers after you complete them, get them signed in front of a notary. You'll need to go to the New Jersey County Court Clerk's office and file all these forms. Now, after you file all these forms, you're going to have to do what's called serving your spouse. Now, all you have to do is get these 2 forms, as well as the waiver of process and entry of appearance form. And you're going to have to just put this all in a certified envelope requesting a return receipt. And what that'll do is when the receipt comes back, that's going to be your official, I guess you could say, evidence that you've served your spouse. And you're going to need to have this paper come back to you and file with the clerk's office. Now, moving on to step 4. Kind of like what we just said, you'll need to find a way to get a completed and signed affidavit of insurance coverage and waiver of process in big long form from your spouse. Once you receive this form back, you'll have to deliver it and file it with the clerk. Now, if you have minor children, you must also file at the same time the shared child custody support worksheet that discusses the whole child support situation. Now, at this time, both spouses should meet to negotiate the separation of property settlement agreement. Now, this is the form that you're really going to need, because this form is going to tell you exactly the assets and debts that you'll negotiate. So who's getting the car, who's getting what credit card debt, if there is any, and you'll need to meet together to sign and complete the final judgment of divorce. So once you've done all that, and again, if you have children, you're going to have to follow this form, where you're going to have to both do parental education classes that are mandatory for divorce in New Jersey. And you have to do, you're going to need at the end the spouse that filed for divorce to schedule a court hearing. So you're going to have to contact the clerk's office, and they'll tell you how to receive a court date. And you're probably going to have to go in and complete this request and notice of default hearing. And you're going to have to send notice to your spouse, because you're going to have to obviously notify your spouse of when the court hearing date is. So step 7, just go to your court hearing date and make sure to bring 4 copies of the following documents. Now, these are probably the 2 most important documents: are the judgment, which the judge will sign, which will finalize your divorce, and the separation of property settlement agreement, which you're going to attach to the judgment. And this is going to say exactly, again, like we said, who gets what possessions. So upon receiving your signed judgment from the judge, you'll be required to file the form after with the clerk, and you have officially divorced in the state of New Jersey. So as long as you fill out all the forms and complete all the steps, by the time you get to your court hearing, you're just basically going to go in. It'll be about 15 minutes, and your divorce will be final. That's it. That's how you file for divorce in the state of New Jersey.